Hi, this is National Sales Director Crystal Trojanowski, and I'm excited to share a training on you about team building. Okay, now, as I've talked to many consultants and coaching them, one of the biggest missing links in them reaching their goals to DIQ, Red Jacket, Senior Consultant is actually sharing the marketing, their story in their skincare class. And so I want to give you an outline. I want to give you some tools to where you can feel confident in sharing the opportunity and your story in your skincare class. Okay, now, most common thing that I hear from consultants is they feel like maybe they're not going to be as inspiring as their sales director because they're not driving a free car yet or dripping in diamonds yet. And so let me just tell you that you are powerful. You are an inspiration. And at the end of the day, this opportunity, when sharing it with people, is we are giving women hope. Okay, we're sharing this opportunity. And by you putting yourself in a position thinking, that what is my story going to do for them? Oh, maybe they don't want Mary Kay, is that you can be robbing somebody of an amazing opportunity that can absolutely change their life. And so I want you to promise me one thing. Okay, I might have you promise me more. But number one is be a judgment-free zone person. Okay, what that means is that we don't want to judge other people. We don't like to be judged, and so I want to encourage you to not judge people. What I mean by that is that we don't know if this opportunity is or is not for somebody unless we offer it, right? They don't know what they don't know. And so do not judge anybody, all right? Share the opportunity with everyone. This is a gift, okay? And it's part of our outline of our job is to share the product and share the opportunity. We never know whose life that we are going to bless and change. Okay, so last week I gave you guys a training on connecting with your guests and your hostess from the minute you walk through your door of the party. And so that is a very key factor, not only in having great sales and a great party, but also in team building, building that connection, that friendship, and that good energy, okay? So that is one of my most important tips. Okay, number two, let me give you an outline of actually sharing your story and a little bit about Mary Kay. So I do personally share the opportunity and the chunk of my story at the end of the skincare class. And the reason why I do that is because that's what I always wanted from the beginning of this business is I wanted to team build. I wanted to be a sales director. I wanted to drive that free pink Cadillac. And so I knew building a team is what was going to get me there. And I knew the product would sell itself by them just putting it on. And so I never was stressed on sales, if that makes sense. Of course, I was always focused on sales, but I didn't go into a party like ever desperate for sales because I was just confident knowing that if they liked it, they were going to buy it. And if they didn't, they didn't. I just didn't get hung up on that. And so the last thing I wanted in their brain was that emotional connection to the hope of what this business can give to them. So when I start off my skincare class, I just give them a quick 30-second blurb of who I am so we can kind of become friends real quick, okay? And then at the end is where I put in my story and our marketing. Okay, so let me give you a little bit of outline and then I'll give you some examples. Okay, so here's your outline. Number one, how do you format your story? Okay, 4 simple steps. 1, what did you do before Mary Kay, or what did you do in addition to Mary Kay? So before Mary Kay, I was a full-time teacher, or I'm a full-time mom and a full-time student. So what you're doing in addition to Mary Kay, or if Mary Kay is your full-time career now, what did you do prior to? Okay. Number 2 is why did you start Mary Kay? All right, why did you start? Well, I started Mary Kay to get out of college debt. I started Mary Kay to help pay for my wedding. I started Mary Kay because I hated my job and I just needed something exciting in my life. Or I started Mary Kay because I wanted 50% off. Whatever is, why did you start Mary Kay? What got you excited? Okay, number 3. What has Mary Kay done for you so far? Now, I really want you to think about this because you might be watching this and say, Mary Kay hasn't done anything for me so far. I've only been in for a week, okay? Think about it. What has Mary Kay done for you so far, even if it's only been a week? All right, well, this is some answers that I've heard from some consultants. I've only been in Mary Kay for a week and I've already become more positive, and my self-growth is crazy how much more confident I've become as a person in just the last week. I've been in Mary Kay for just 2 months, and already in the last 2 months, I've met my income from my regular full-time job working Mary Kay part-time. Or I've been in Mary Kay for a year, and what Mary Kay's done for me is it's connected me with so many other women, and I've built so many great friendships. Or Mary Kay for me has allowed me to quit my job. Or Mary Kay for me has gotten me excited. I've only been in Mary Kay for a week so far, but it feels so good to be excited about something. I have more excitement back in my life, where before it was just kind of the same old routine. And when's the last time you've been excited about something new? Okay, so there's just a lot of different examples for you. So what has Mary Kay done for you so far? Okay, the fourth thing is, what is your goal? What is Mary Kay, what is it going to do for you? Okay, so this is where you can declare your goal. So even if you've been in your business for a week, a month, a year, I don't care. If your goal, if I ask you, okay, tell me, would you want to earn a free car? Does that excite you? Would you want Mary Kay to do that for you some point in the future? If your answer is yes to that, then you can declare that. I've only been in Mary Kay for a month and I'm actually earning my first free car. If you're doing the work and you're seeing the faces, that is what you're doing. You're earning your first free car. And I want you to declare it. There's something so powerful about declaring your goals and speaking life into them. When you have a goal and you have a desire and you keep it to yourself and you don't talk about it, you don't speak life into it. And literally the psychology of it is that it gets into your brain, and your brain literally will believe what you say. And so, for example, I'm going to go on a tangent, but it's so true. Okay. My daughter is not very athletic, okay? She's 8 and we're still trying to find her gift in that. We've tried soccer, we've tried gymnastics, we've tried a lot of things, okay? So I was at her school the other day and we are doing this run for the arts, okay? So we're running around the track. First lap, my daughter says, "Oh, I am so tired." And I said, "Emma, if you keep telling yourself you're tired, you will be tired. If you tell yourself, I'm energized, I'm going to do this, then you will be energized and you can do this." And it was so cool. She ran twice as many laps than she was even planning. And it was so fun to see her go across, run in that track. And I was running right alongside her. And she's like, "I'm committed. We're going to do this. I'm committed." And it totally changed her mind. Her mind believed it. Her mind believed that I can do 2 more laps. I can do another lap. And so literally be aware of what you're feeding yourself, okay? And so feed yourself positivity, feed yourself abundance. And so if you want Mary Kay to allow you to quit your job, then you're going to share that. I've only been in Mary Kay for 2 months, but it is allowing me to quit my full-time job that no longer is bringing my life joy. Mary Kay is going to allow me to put my kids into private school. My Mary Kay is going to allow me to. I'm working my Mary Kay, and it is going to allow me to. Okay, finish that sentence for you. It's going to be so different for all of us. Oh, but it's so powerful. Okay. All right, so you're going to share your I story, and your I story is not long. You need to know, and this is why you need structure, because a lot of times as consultants, we're so excited about Mary Kay, and we're just like, and then all of a sudden 20 minutes pass, nobody's listening to you anymore, and you're just throwing up on them on excited Mary Kay stuff, and they're just not on the same page as you. So we need to have it concise. You're going to need to know what you're going to say, and so answer these questions and practice it. So this is just going to be a couple quick minutes, okay? I'm a full-time teacher. I started Mary Kay to help me blank. And what Mary Kay has done for me so far is this. And this is what Mary Kay is going to do for me. And I'm so excited about it. Okay, and then when we go into the marketing, which I'm going to give you your transitional sentence, I'm going to give you this because this is the hardest thing people have told me that they have, especially if they're on a one-on-one facial. They're like, "Oh, it's kind of awkward. I just still like go over everything." Yes, absolutely. Okay, so I'm going to give you the tools and the words. Okay, excited? All right, stay with me. All right, here are the 5 questions you're going to do for marketing. Now, I know a lot of us have been trained on Mrs. Cab, and a lot of you have been trained by me, and I totally shortened it, and we made up Mr. Ab because too much talking, too much information. It's like when we give them so much information, we don't know what their needs are. It's like they're in a dark room and there's a dartboard and they're blindfolded and they're like taking the dart and they're throwing it and they're trying to hit the bullseye. And it's like we're giving them all this information. And for us to hit that bullseye of exactly what they need or what they're going to want or what their desire is with Mary Kay, we don't know unless we can ask them questions and talk to them. But when we're in a setting of a party, it's just kind of throwing those darts out there. And so it's more of giving them some information so they're feeling inspired. We want to like hook them. We want them to be inspired. We want them to have those good feels. And we need to just give them some nuggets of what Mary Kay could potentially do and give to them. And just answer the most common questions people have about Mary Kay. And so that is what we're going to do for our marketing. Instead of going over Mrs. Cap, if it's working for you, girl, and you are a recruiting machine, then stick with it. Okay. So with this is how I've transitioned. This is a new change. I just started making this change and I love it. It's quicker. It's fun. People are so engaged. Here are the 5 questions and you're going to hear me say them again. So if I talk too fast, okay? Or you can just pause and rewind. All right, the first question is, okay, how do you actually make money? How do you make money doing Mary Kay? People want to know. How does that work? Okay, number 2. Okay, what is the deal with the pink Cadillacs? Could I really earn a free car? Okay, number 3. How much time would this take if I started? Or let's change that. How much time would this take when I start? Let's put that positive expectancy in there. Your words are powerful when you say them. Okay, number 4. Okay, so you buy the bag. What's next? And number 5, why Mary Kay over all the other options out there? Okay, so this is it. To do the marketing skincare class, you just need to answer these 4 questions. Now, I will tell you that I did a survey with some sales directors, and these are the most common questions people ask. And so don't worry about needing to memorize them. Even just up to date, I still will do it since this is kind of new the way that I'm doing it. And just last week, I didn't have my piece of paper with my notes on it. And I was like, and I forgot number 4, so we'll skip on to number 5. And it was totally fine. But on the back of the sales slip, I just wrote these questions and I just read them. They're like my cheat sheet notes. So be okay doing that. Okay, so those are the 5 questions. So this is how I transition into the marketing. So you have your closing sheet. If you use a closing sheet or whatever, I use a closing sheet because I like it. And I know some people don't, that's totally fine. I just know I would need a closing sheet because I wouldn't be able to like keep and retain. I'm a visual learner. Okay, so closing sheet, you go over your sets, you do whatever. And they're sitting there looking like this and you see they flip it over, they flip it over. They always do that. And so this is what I say, go over the sets and I'll say, now I'm gonna go over this backside. I see a lot of you guys looking at this. I say that. I see a lot of you guys looking at this. And so every single skincare class that I do, there's 1 to 4 people that end up buying this bag, and y'all are gonna have a bunch of questions for me. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna tell you why I chose to buy this bag and take this deal, and I'm gonna answer the 5 most common questions that you are going to have. Okay, and then I hold the bag, and then I pick up the bag, and I say, so let me tell you why I bought this bag. So this bag, it's $100 and you get everything right here. So obviously, yes, it's a good deal, but it's more than a good deal. This is if anyone has interest in being a consultant with Mary Kay Cosmetics. So let me tell you why I bought the bag and how it works, okay? So that's kind of my transition there. Even if you're sitting down with 1 person, they're probably gonna look this over. And if they don't flip it over, if it's a one-on-one, you can just say, okay, now I'm gonna go over this backside because I know you're gonna flip it over and ask me questions because it looks like a killer deal. And this is if maybe you had interest in doing Mary Kay, and maybe you do, maybe you don't, but I know you're gonna have questions on this, so I'm gonna answer the questions and tell you why I chose to buy this bag. Same verbiage, works every time. All right, so the reason why I bought this bag, that's when you go over those 4 questions of what you did before Mary Kay. So mine starts out kind of sounding like this. So the reason why I bought this bag is I bought this bag 7 years ago. I was in a very transitional stage in my life. I was a brand new mom. Anybody out there, mom? Anybody want to be a mom someday? Okay, I was a brand new mom and it was just a very transitional stage, and I kind of go into why I started, what it's done, blah, blah, blah. And then I say, so now I'm going to answer the 5 common questions people ask me. Okay, the first question is, how do I make money doing this? And I say you because then they're thinking of themselves. And I pick up the cleanser and I say, so this cleanser is $20. if you bought this cleanser, and I pick somebody out, if you bought this cleanser, she would give me, and I look at everybody else, $20. That $20 would go straight into my pocket, straight into my bank account, and I would take $10 of that to purchase the product. The other $10 is my profit. It's for me to keep. So what I love about this business is that no matter if you've been in the business for 5 days or 50 years, every active consultant makes a 50% profit. That is so cool. Anybody in here competitive? Okay, I am so competitive. I like to be the best. And so I got to start Mary Kay and be the best. Everybody made 50%. So I love that. I love that. Okay, now the other big money is our team building program. So let's say you, and I pick somebody out, the person I want to have on my team. So if you decided to do Mary Kay, I would teach her everything she needs to know. If all of you guys started to do Mary Kay, I would teach you everything you need to know. And the more that I helped you become successful, the more of a commission check I would get from the company. It is not multi-level marketing, it's direct sales, so it would never come out of your pocket. So it's just like being a teacher or a mentor, right? The company saying thank you for teaching them and helping them. And then this is where I give them my personal example of my highest check. Now, if you haven't had a high commission check, I want you to use an example of something that's tangible to you, of somebody that you know. So like maybe you're a sales director, or for me, I'm mentoring you right now. So I'm one of your mentors. And so you can say, one of my mentors, her highest check in 1 month has been $27,000. Like, shut the front door. That's amazing. Now, that's her highest check. She does average about $15,000 a month, which is great. And the reason why I share that with you is not to be bragful or boastful. It's to impress upon you what this can do for you. I just thought this was going to be some money here and there to maybe someday help me quit my full-time job. I didn't know it could be a career. Okay. Now, the second question is, what's the deal with the pink Cadillacs? Have you guys ever seen a pink Cadillac? I ask them questions that kind of engage. Oh my gosh, aren't they so pretty? So people ask me all the time, could I really earn a free car? Yes, you can earn a free car. I earned my first free car in my first 4.5 months. Isn't that crazy? Now, they're not all pink. The first car that you can earn is actually my favorite car. It's a Chevy Cruze and it's white. And that's my favorite car because you can actually earn that as a part-time beauty consultant. And so then of course there's the pink Cadillac. There's a Chevy Equinox. There's a limited edition BMW, which that's going to probably go away and it'll be something else and new and fancy, whatever. So just insert there what's happening at the time. And I tell them, now, if you're a truck person or you're like, I love my car, I don't want a pink car. Dude, there's cash options instead. So instead of taking my Escalade, I can take $1,400 a month instead of the car. That is amazing. They pay for the tax, the license, the registration, a huge chunk of my car insurance. It's phenomenal. And I get a new car every other year. It's so cool. It's amazing. So the price incentive program is awesome. Diamond rings, my laptop, my iPad, pots and pans. You guys highlight a couple items that you have earned. And I think life is about experiences. And I've had so many amazing experiences in Mary Kay, and I've been able to travel. So you can use an example of me as your mentor. You can earn trips every single year. She's been to China, Monaco, France, Italy, Argentina. And so just tell them that there's monthly prizes, quarterly prizes, and yearly prizes. And we love the prize incentive program in Mary Kay. Okay. The third question people always ask me sounds something like this. Okay, I'm super busy. How much time is this going to take? All right, Mary Kay can be full-time, part-time, fun-time. It's different for everyone. So we can show you how to build a successful business with as little as 3 hours a week. So you tell us. It's designed for you. This is a custom business. So do you want to work this 20 hours a week, 20 hours a month, 5 days a week, 5 hours a week, whatever it is, and we can make it fit your life. The majority of people who do Mary Kay are full-time work, full-time students, full-time moms, or all of the above. And so it doesn't have to take over your whole life. For some people, it's just that extra fun to pay for their yearly trip, or it's their shopping fund. For me, I wanted Mary Kay to make me a couple $100. And then it turned into a career, which I'm happy it did, but I never knew that was going to happen. So it's totally up to you how much time you want to invest, and we can help you create that schedule, which is so awesome. Okay, now the fourth question people always ask me is, okay, so you buy the bag, what happens next? Okay, so you don't start Mary Kay and you're all alone. We have amazing training available to you. Okay, anybody in here go to college? Anyone in here have some college debt? Okay, you guys are gonna be super excited about this. We have an online university that you can get done in 4 days instead of 4 years with no debt. It's free. Get excited about that. So we have online training for you, which is absolutely phenomenal. Again, it's designed to fit into your schedule. And of course, we have one-on-one mentorship. The point is that one of the reasons why I was so excited to start Mary Kay is I knew I wasn't alone, that I had somebody there to teach me what I needed to know. And plus, in this bag comes with so much training material. So I knew that I was going to be taken care of and I wasn't going to be like thrown to the wolves, right? Okay, now the fifth, final question is, why choose Mary Kay? There's a lot of options out there. Direct sales is our future, okay? Owning your own business. There's a lot of other direct selling companies out there, and they're great. I'm not going to say anything bad about other direct selling companies because they're amazing. But why choose Mary Kay? Let me tell you. First is we are the #1 direct selling company in the nation. Okay, mic drop, done right there. Okay, but there's more. Now, one of the reasons why I think that we are #1 and will keep us there, not only because we were one of the originators. Mary Kay has been around for 54 years. It was designed by a real woman, Mary Kay. But it is the people and the environment. Okay, and we do become the average of the 5 people we surround ourselves with. And before Mary Kay, I was an insecure person, and quite frankly, I was a little negative. But I was negative because I was insecure, if that makes sense. And so when I started Mary Kay, I started hanging out with women who were talking like, I'm gonna earn a free car, I'm gonna retire my husband, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. And where some of my friends were like, yeah, right, that's never gonna happen. I started hanging around positive women, abundant thinkers, and my whole life literally changed. I became more positive. I started thinking bigger, dreaming bigger, doing bigger. My whole brain just changed into this abundant thinking. And that's what happened with my life. I went from mediocre to abundance, but that's because that's what I chose to surround myself with. And so the people and the environment is one of the most positive work environments I have ever been in. And the mentorship is unmatched. It is phenomenal. And I'll tell you, the diamond rings, the cars, the trips, all that fun, fancy stuff I told you about is amazing. But the best gift Mary Kay has given me is a self-esteem, and it allowed me to find my confidence and learn to love myself. And that is a gift that is absolutely priceless. And you can't give something you don't have. And the fact that I have this newfound confidence and a self-esteem, I can give that. I get to give that to other women that I mentor. I get to give that to my children. I get to give that to my husband. I'm a better wife. I'm a better daughter. I'm a better mom. I'm a better listener. I'm a better communicator. I have learned some of the most priceless skills in Mary Kay that I never learned in college or anywhere else. And so I do believe Mary Kay is for everyone. Just do it for you or you'll be surprised. But Mary Kay might not be for you. But if you're thinking about something like this, I'll tell you this. And this is where I want you to insert something that people can feel confidence in following you. So this is what I say. I say, I will tell you that I am the #1 national sales director in this area. I am the 7th fastest to go from brand new beauty consultant from national sales director. And I know you might not know what that means, but I'll tell you, it means I know what I'm doing and I can teach you how to do it too. And so I want you to, and I would want to know that if I was sitting where you are, that I'm with the right people at the right time. And so how can you find something like that? Find something cool. I'm the #1 consultant in our unit. I'm the fastest consultant to go from here to here. My unit is a Cadillac unit, one of the only 10 Cadillac units around here. Or my sales director is in the top 5 of sales in her national area. And so what that means is that you would be a part of one of the best units that knows what they're doing, and they can teach you how to do it too. So there's something, I promise you, there is something that you can highlight that gives people confidence to follow and be on your team. Because when you are confident, you are believable. And when you are believable, people will follow you. Okay? So at the end of that when I lower my voice. Everything else is kind of like happy, happy, joy, joy. It's like high energy. I have fluctuation in my voice, but when I get to that, you can hear a pin drop and people are at the edge of their seats. And I say, you know, Mary Kay might not be for you because you might be that person who says, I hate people and I hate skincare. And if that's you, then I would love for you just to be my customer or just a Facebook friend. I make light of it because basically I'm saying Mary Kay's for everyone. Okay, and everyone laughs and chuckles. And then I say, okay, so this is what I want to do. And I kind of break up the mood. I love taking a survey. First 3, if it's a group of 5, I'm going to say first 2 people. If it's a group of 10, I'm going to say first 4 people, whatever. Or the first person, whatever you want to do. And I give them a ticket. I want to take a survey. You don't have to do tickets. If you don't do tickets, don't do tickets. Just do the survey. What was your favorite product you tried today? And they start yelling them out, and I hand them tickets. Okay, awesome. Now, first 5 people. What was your favorite thing you heard about somebody deciding to be a Mary Kay consultant? Freedom, flexibility, diamond ring, confidence. And those are triggers I remember because that's going to help me in the individual close. That's going to help me know what they liked most about the opportunity, what struck their chord. Remember that bullseye? That's going to help me get to their bullseye of what they're looking for, how Mary Kay can really impact them. Okay, and then I say, okay, now this is the last thing we're going to do. I want you to flip over your customer profile, and anywhere I want you to write the letter A, B, or C. I'm going to tell you what they mean for what letter is best for you. A means absolutely, I want to buy this bag. It's $100. Let's do this. I know a good opportunity when I see it. And let me just tell you this. It's 0% commitment. You can buy the bag and do nothing with it. You can buy the bag and do a little. You can buy the bag and in 2 months decide it's not for you. Literally, it's 0% commitment, okay? But it is 100% opportunity. You never know what this can do unless you try. And I'll tell you this, if you buy this bag and you are that person in a month, a year, 10 years, whatever, if you decide within your first year that you do hate people in skincare and this is not for you, you can take this bag, and I'm actually physically holding the bag, and you can send it back to the company and they will give you 90% of your money back. So really it's a $10 risk. And the company does this because the company knows this business works. Now, that's probably the stupidest thing anybody could ever do because just use the product. You're getting so much stuff. But I just share that with you to give you guys confidence that it's not a big deal. It's not like you're making a decision to like get married or have a baby. It's like a totally good like Groupon deal, right? Okay, so that is A, like I'm buying this bag. B is, I don't know if this is for me or is not for me. Like, I'm kind of excited. I'm kind of confused. I might have some questions. Send me more info. And so if you're like totally social, we can meet for coffee and I can answer your questions. Or if you're more antisocial, no big deal. I'll just text you the video. And people laugh, but it just makes them feel more comfortable. Like, hey, I'm never going to try to make anybody do Mary Kay because if I try to make you do it, it wouldn't work. I want to work with people who want this. Yes, amen. Okay, so B is send me more info, okay? And then C is, this sounds cool, but I just want to be a customer. Like, I just want to love Mary Kay, all right? And that's it. All right, so write down A, B, or C, and I'm going to go ahead and collect the tickets. I'm going to play some music, and then we're going to do our individual closeout and consultations. And oh my gosh, you guys, I had so much fun with you tonight. All right, so that is how the close of my party looks. I hope this helps you guys. It's simple, and know you've got it. You've got this. And I'll tell you this. When I walk into the party, yes, I am a successful national sales director, but they don't know. They don't know if I've been in my business for a day, a week, or a month. They don't know if I know everything or nothing. You guys, they don't know. And they don't know who you are either. They don't know if you know everything or nothing. They don't know if you're nervous or confident. So you go in there and you get your Sasha Fierce mode in. You know what that means? Your Sasha Fierce at your alter ego, okay? And so I would do that. I would just say, I am confident. I am going to pretend I'm Gloria Mayfield Banks, okay? So you just find that confidence and you just say, I'm going to go out there and I'm just going to pretend I'm Crystal Trojanowski and I'm going to rock this out, all right? You guys got this. You have everything it takes. You are beautiful inside and out. You have the tools. Read off a note card and just be excited. I promise you, excitement and passion will take you further faster than knowledge will. It's so true. So be passionate and be excited. And I know success is coming your way and blessings are waiting to chase you down. So go run after those faces and make it happen. I am cheering you on. All right, bye-bye.